Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Mr. K on Sports. And today we are going to start previewing the American League and make predictions for each division. I'll start today with the American League Eastern Division. Now, I know they've gotten off to a lousy start, but I still am predicting that the New York Yankees will win this division. They just have too much talent, and if they don't have enough talent come June or July, they'll make trades to acquire that talent. They just have that much money, which is, again, the problem with Major League Baseball. The economics of the game are not fair, but that's for another segment. So the Yankees, they have a couple actually of ex-Buccos in their rotation. Garrett Cole, who signed a mega deal. He's the ace. Jamison Tyone was acquired in the offseason, coming off Tommy John surgery for the second time in his career, and they'll help that he could bounce back and be part of that rotation as well. Of course, in the bullpen, they have Aroldis Chapman, the hard-throwing left-hander, as their closer. They also have the capabilities of maybe 4 left-handers total in their bullpen if Zach Britton can come back. So the Yankees have a lot of depth in the pitching staff. As far as some of the players to highlight, DJ LeMahieu has been a guy that really has blossomed in the Bronx. He's their second baseman. He's always a contender for the batting championship. Just an excellent all-around player. And at shortstop, Gleyber Torres is a guy who has a lot of potential. He's already done very well, but the sky's the limit with that guy. So the Yankees are loaded, as always, and I'm picking them for first. Now, my second place pick is a bit of a surprise, I think, and it's a team that I really like. They have a young core, and I think they're going to challenge this year, and that's the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have Hyun-Jin Ryu as their ace. He's a lefty that came over from the Dodgers. They also have Steven Matz from the Mets, who's an excellent pitcher. They have the capabilities of 3 or 4 left-handers in their rotation. I like the mix and match potential there. Their infield is what I love, though. All young stars, and 3 of the 4 sons of ex-major leaguers. They have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at first base, who is a future star. They have Marcus Semien at second, who's a solid player. Bo Bichette is the shortstop. His father, Dante Bichette, was an excellent major leaguer. And, of course, Cavan Biggio is the third baseman, son of Craig Biggio. All 4 of those infielders are excellent, especially the young sons, who I look to really come on this year and lead the Blue Jays to challenging in the American League East. Third place, I'm looking at the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have made some moves to better themselves, coming off a down year. They still do not have Chris Sale available. He's still on the injured list, but they've made some acquisitions in the pitching staff to improve there. But the strength of this team is their hitting and their lineup. Xavier Bogaerts is an excellent hitting shortstop. Rafael Devers, really solid at third base. And then 2 outfielders. Hunter Renfroe is a guy that came over from the National League, who's got a lot of untapped potential, especially in the power department. He should really like the Green Monster for 106 or for 81 games at least. And J.D. Martinez, of course, is a masher in the outfield and also as a DH. So the Red Sox will score plenty, which will keep them in the race for some time. Fourth place, I'm looking at the Tampa Bay Rays to slide back quite a bit this year. The Rays made the World Series last year, ended up losing, but they surprised a lot of people with a real young team. They've made some moves this year that are uncharacteristic of this organization. They've brought on a lot of veterans, and I'm not so thrilled with some of the acquisitions. They do have ex-Bucco Tyler Glasnow in the rotation. He's the anchor there. He's a superstar and really underlines that Chris Archer trade being so horrible for Pittsburgh. They have the potential to have 3 other starting left-handed pitchers, but Rich Hill and Michael Wacha are veterans they picked up that are past their prime. And then in the bullpen, a couple of guys, Colin McHugh and Hunter Strickland, also were picked up. Really don't excite me there. Yandy Diaz is a really talented young hitter at third base. And Austin Meadows is a guy I love that came over from Pittsburgh. He's in right field. But I think Tampa is going to take a couple steps back this year. I picked them for 4th. And finally, bringing up the rear, 5th place of the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles. I look at the Orioles as a team that's definitely in rebuild mode. They do have some young pieces to build around. John Means is an excellent starting pitcher prospect. He's a lefty. Cesar Valdez, a hard-throwing right-hander, should be their closer. They also have Trey Mancini coming back from cancer. He's a solid first baseman and a real inspirational story. And then Markeo Franco, who came over from Philadelphia to play third base. He's always had a lot of potential as a hitter. They'll hope that he can realize that potential. So once again, for the American League East, I'm looking at the Yankees to win it. Toronto would be a challenging second. Boston a distant third. I look for Tampa to slide back to fifth, and the Baltimore Orioles bring it up the basement in fifth. Tampa for fourth. That's my American League East preview. The next segment, I'll look at that American League Central and focus on that home team, the Cleveland Baseball Club. Till next time, this is Mr. K signing off.